The equity issue we're focusing on lies in the disproportionate exposure that young girls face to social media platforms, particularly Instagram, which contributes to mental health issues. This issue highlights the unequal distribution of social and cultural factors that burden and shape young girls' engagement with social media. Young girls face greater pressures and expectations regarding appearance, body image, and social validation through social media platforms. This perpetuates harmful beauty standards, fosters negative self-perception, and exacerbates mental health challenges.
While this problem affects many, it primarily affects young women and girls who are actively using the app and dealing with the most pressures from it, as well as Instagram as a company who has control over the basic functions of their app and are the ones who handle any unintended outcomes as a result of their product.
Terms we refer to throughout the presentation are Instagram, which is a social media service owned by Meta Platforms that allows for photo and video sharing. It has had around 3.8 billion downloads since it first became available in October 2010 and is one of the most widely used platforms to date. Next, an algorithm is the set of instructions and calculations used to process data. For Instagram, this mainly functions by collecting individual user data and using it to display content that would have the greatest potential of being enjoyed by the user. Algorithmic bias is the systematic errors that come from the algorithm's calculations, which create inequitable results, such as promoting only one type of person on user feeds, usually to fit the social norm, or recommending filters that drastically change one's appearance to fit a specific standard. Finally, when we refer to young users or teens, we're referring to Instagram users between the ages of 13 and 17 years old.
One of the first statistics we wanted to present was social media use and screen time. So in general, we see a lot of increase in screen time for teenagers, and 95% of teens use social media or are on media platforms. For teen girls specifically, they're likely to use Instagram more than teen boys, and teen girls say it is harder to give up social media than teen boys.
Statistics show that the use of social media can lead to mental health concerns, specifically loneliness and depression. According to 2022 data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control Prevention, almost 1 in 3 teenage girls have reported considering suicide within the past year. This is a 60% increase from the data collected 10 years ago. Experts believe that a lot of this has to do with the recent explosion of technology, the internet access, and our new style of communication. A 2018 experimental study held by the University of Pennsylvania determined that lowering social media exposure leads to improvements in loneliness and depression, as well as a decline in fear of missing out, which is popularly known online as FOMO.
Despite its benefits in improving connectivity, social media has brought about detrimental effects on the mental well-being of young girls. According to a New York Times article, Instagram has made body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teenage girls. According to Pew Research, girls feel pressure to post content that will get lots of likes and comments, and they often experience overwhelming drama on social media, leading to feelings of exclusion and dissatisfaction. Additionally, appearance-focused upward comparisons, particularly with individuals seen on social media, are prevalent among girls, as highlighted by Psychology Today. These comparisons have been linked to higher levels of depression symptoms and lower body appreciation. In essence, frequent comparisons of one's appearance to others on social media contribute to negative mental health outcomes for girls, including symptoms of depression and decreased body positivity. The design and utilization of information technology plays a huge role in Instagram's addictive nature. The platform strategically employs features like infinite scrolling, push notifications, and social validation metrics to maximize user engagement and retention. These features have been proven to trigger the release of dopamine, which allows you to feel pleasure and satisfaction. According to Lee Health, this dopamine loop has led to addiction-like behaviors, with studies showing that a significant percentage of young users feel addicted to social media. In response to concerns about mental health, Instagram has taken steps such as hiding the number of likes on posts. However, challenges still remain, including algorithmic biases that perpetuate harmful stereotypes and a need for more comprehensive mental health support within social media platforms. We've drawn similarities between Ruha Benjamin's concept of coded exposure as it relates to the mental health struggles of young girls on social media. Coded exposure refers to surveillance and monitoring through technology, which leads to increased visibility. This visibility can subject girls to scrutiny, comparison, and pressure to conform, affecting their mental well-being. Technological systems on social media can also amplify biases and harmful narratives, exacerbating feelings of inadequacy and exclusion. Understanding coded exposure helps us recognize how social media's emphasis on visibility and technology contribute to these challenges.
So our design proposition to combat this problem is Mindful Messages, which is Instagram's new partner that spreads friendly reminders and positivity between posts as users scroll on the Home or Explore pages. So the message colors are going to be in blue, yellow, pink, green, and these colors de-stress and promote calmness. And who is this for? Teenagers or young users, specifically girls. Our inspiration was, we took it from TikTok's time to take a break videos between scrolls. So if TikTok sees that you're on the app too long, it has a video between telling you to take a break, do something else. We wanted to build off of this by promoting positivity and optimistic messages, as well as other healthy activities for the mind and body. So not just time to take a break posts. Our desired outcome is that we hope users feel more positive, healthy, confident, and feel better during and after their social media usage and not drained. Here's an example of a redesign. So Mindful Messages are again between the posts, and on the left we have that Instagram has detected this user has been on the page for too long, so it says time to take for a break, reminder, drink some water. So this reminded the user to do a healthy task. And on the right, we just have an optimistic message example. So we said every sunrise is a chance to try again, reminder you are doing great. This message is more to uplift the user and make them feel good about their day and keep going. Other mindful messages can include like take a breath, it will be okay, suggestion, listen to your favorite song, take a break, suggestion, reflect on your day, and you are loved.
There are 3 potential issues to consider in our design: the message content, tracking being invasive, and pushback from Instagram. Looking at message content, the messages themselves need to be inclusive and not show any biases. For example, we should avoid messages like go for a walk or have a snack, because while they may seem positive, those aren't possible for everyone and they can evoke negative responses. The messages should also be something that encourage people to listen, because realistically, the function just does not work if people are ignoring the messages. As far as tracking goes, in order for our design to function, it requires tracking of time spent on the app. This can be considered invasive for some, so it is essential to make it clear to users that this is happening. One way of doing this could be to post it on Instagram Story, where they often post updates. This allows the message to be broadcast to everyone and be something more interesting to look at than any other random notification on our devices, which can often be ignored. Finally, looking at possible pushback, one primary goal of our redesign is to get people to take breaks from scrolling, but this can produce negative effects for Instagram itself. They want people on their app because that's how the company makes money, so it's important to make the app appealing to them as well.
Moving forwards, we hope that we can maybe have a collaboration with other Instagram users and accounts like @WeTheUrban, whose pages are about spreading positivity and inclusivity. And maybe this feature can also be spread across multiple platforms like Twitter, Facebook, TikTok as a new addition to the already Time for a Break videos and more platforms.